Welcome to the Plastic Surgery Secrets Talk, a podcast where we go behind the scenes of everything in the plastic surgery and aesthetics world. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Spiegel.
For a special edition of our podcast, Plastic Surgery Secrets Talk, talking a little bit about Pride Month, because we're recording this in June. And I want to give you some insights into what that means to us here at Spiegel Center and Surgery. So with me today is Juliana.
And Dr. Spiegel. Hi,
Yeah.
everyone.
So, yeah, are you going to lead this off?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy Pride Month, everyone. If you don't know who I am, of course, my name is Juliana, right? I am a transition specialist here at the Spiegel Center. I've been here for almost a year now. Time flies. And one of the things that I have done here at the Spiegel Center is I created the TEAMS program. And that's an acronym and stands for Transgender Emotional and Moral Support Program. And so the primary purpose of that is to establish a connection with each of our patients undergoing gender-affirming procedures, in most cases, facial feminization surgery, and be with them every step of the way, providing guidance and support in whatever way is appropriate. So I do spend a lot of time talking about surgery, anticipating surgery, in this case, facial feminization surgery, and then also the emotional impact of that, anticipating it, and then in recovery and beyond. And I know that a lot of patients have benefited from this, and in part, my experience helped inform the program, so I can provide additional support and help to fellow trans siblings who are going through a similar process. These are life-changing surgeries, and they certainly have changed my life for the better, and they're physical changes to our bodies to impact and improve mental health and emotional well-being. So there's a lot that goes into that.
I'll just say that you do a fabulous job.
Oh,
And the impetus for the creation of this position, I think it's the first and maybe only in the world, is that we always try to go above and beyond and make sure that people get what they want, what they need, in everything we do. So changing a person's appearance is obviously a big part of that, but we recognize that changing a person's appearance doesn't always, I don't know what the right term is, square the circle or complete the circle or make sure that you've given the person the maximum chance for success and happiness. And as you know very well, there's a lot of kind of understanding what it means now that I look better. When can I stop worrying about things I used to worry about? When do I recognize that I look good now, and how do I recognize that? And when can I move on to worrying about other things like Canadian wildfires and traffic and all the other stuff, and move past that particular challenge? So that TEAMS program you created and the advice and guidance has been invaluable to our patients, and it acknowledges that the surgery is only one part.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's exactly how I share about the TEAMS program to folks who have never experienced or heard of it, in that program completes the circle of holistic care, in my opinion, and also in my experience, in that, I see hospitals, and I'm not saying all hospitals, but they're like a factory. Right? And surgery is necessary for a wide number of reasons, including gender-affirming surgeries. And the surgeon should be phenomenal at what he does, right? And you're also a business owner. And that's a lot. And that's why it takes a team to make all of this work. So with patient care coordinators, medical assistants, nurses, to assist in the OR, right? And there are many other places, if any, that have a transition specialist to complete that circle. And so I'm very honored and humbled to be able to be in this role to provide that support of, like, this is what it's like on the other side. This is what it's like to go through this. And this is what you can reasonably expect when doing so.
Yeah, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
What have been some surprises you've encountered in this new position?
Surprises.
Other than that question, which is a surprise.
That's a big surprise. I'm going to share a little bit about my background prior to starting here, in that, I have a lot of experience in management and logistics and connecting the dots, so to speak. And in this role, though I'm providing a lot of information, there in providing emotional support, that allows me to be the empath that I am and be there too. So there have been incredibly special moments that I've been in tears on the job for the right reasons and connecting with fellow human beings that are going through something that are life changing, and to be right there with them, and to have them thank me for the support. And I know when I've seen them thank you for the wonderful work that you do is incredibly rewarding.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that gets teary-eyed sometimes. I'm a big softie too. And when people come in and it worked, meaning like they got what they needed, they understood how to use what they have, they were able to complete everything, and they find that peace of mind. Like, I know from a science perspective that it improves quality of life by all testing measures, but it's just great to see it happen in front of your eyes.
Mhm. And so, more specifically, to answer your question, you've allowed me to visit with patients in the pre-op and then in the PACU,
Yeah.
the big day, the day of surgery, and I often reference these examples, and I'll share one of them in that you say goodbye to your patients when they're ready to be discharged from Newton surgery.
They can't leave until they prisoners.
which is very thoughtful and kind, and I've been there several times when you're doing so. And there was one time, and people are loopy after general anesthesia. That's normal, right? When they're ready to be discharged, they're still loopy, right? Qualified to be discharged. And so I just remember this patient sitting in the wheelchair, and then you came in to say goodbye, and she looked up at you and said, "Dr. Spiegel, like, did it happen?" And you said, "Yes, it did, and it went really, really well." And my forehead, you said, "We did that too. It was all done, and your forehead came out great." And you asked for her permission to take her hand. She gave it to you, and you took her hand and ran
Let her
her
feel it.
finger across her forehead, and just watched the tears of joy and relief roll down her cheeks. It was a very, very beautiful, to some degree, unexpected moment, and
Yeah.
one that I'll never forget.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone. This is an opportunity in the month of June to really educate ourselves or renew our commitment to the community. And really, Pride started as a riot, as a revolt. Um, and this is for the rights of LGBTQ people. And one of the first people to start the Stonewall riots was a trans woman, Marsha P. Johnson. She is known to have thrown the first brick. And so this has been a fight for a long time for equality, for equity. And this Pride Month there are a lot of reasons to celebrate. I just shared that beautiful moment. There are so many anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ legislation out there across this country that it is a really, really tough time to be transgender or non-binary or gender non-conforming, and also could be lesbian, gay, LGBTQ, because if the target is mostly on trans people, who's next? I don't like to spend a lot of time talking about politics. I have to stay informed. I have that responsibility, of course. And so if you want to learn more about what's going on, Google it. It's there. There's a lot of talk about allies and organizations and companies being true to their message of support during Pride Month, during the month of June. And if you haven't heard the term rainbow washing before, that's a thing, meaning companies realize that a lot of people fall under that rainbow, and some of those people have money. And so there is, within the community, this idea of rainbow washing. there are true allies who will take Pride Month as an opportunity to show what they do as allies. And then there are other companies that are in it more for the profit, right? It's advertising, it's marketing, and ends there. So in regards to rainbow washing, there's a lot of talk, especially in the trans community, but certainly the queer community as a whole, in who are the true allies and who will stand up against the bigotry and hatred that's occurring in so many places across the country. And I mentioned earlier before we started recording, how many times have folks seen me wear a rainbow scarf at the Spiegel Center? The answer is never, except for today. It's a great scarf. I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice scarf.
I'm going to wear it again when I march in the Pride Parade in Boston. I'm going to put that down there for a second. Because if I don't typically wear that, why would I wear it now? Well, I wear it out of solidarity. I wear it as an ally. I wear it as a trans person. I am a trans woman, and I realize that I'm pretty fortunate to have the means to medically transition, to have the support that I needed and deserve, and really the support that anyone needs and deserves, regardless of gender identity and sexual preference, etc., etc. So it's really, really important to me that I'm working somewhere that gets it, and that Pride Month is an opportunity to celebrate, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to honor, opportunities to fight. And it doesn't stop at the end of June. It should be all year long. And that's what I do here. I'm supporting trans and non-binary, gender non-conforming people all year in the ways in which I know and I can do best. And from Dr. Spiegel, what are we doing here and what have you done in the past to support the community?
Pride Month isn't a time where we really change anything other than, I suppose, you wore your scarf. In general, all year, our mission is to help people be their true selves, and maybe more specifically, to allow their true selves to be readily apparent to everybody else. Because you know who you are, although seeing the right person in the mirror is reinforcing and helpful. And there's a very important part of life in being seen for who you are without having to put too much effort into it. And that's what we do all the time. And for the last 25 years, we've been writing and lecturing and publishing on this topic. Right before this podcast, I was working on a chapter in one of the most important head and neck surgery series of textbook series on all of the aspects of gender confirming facial surgery and appearance and how it relates to health. Published dozens of critical articles on this subject over the years, and continue to have leading edge techniques and research. And it's about effectiveness and safety. What we want is to be able to offer people the most direct, safest, and effective path to wholeness. So that's what we work on every day, all year. It's never been quite of an issue here in that I don't really group people. We see each person as an individual, and what is that individual's goal? And for some, speaking specifically of transgender people, some people want to transition fully and completely. And yesterday I saw someone who said, I still need to maintain some options in how I present to others. And every person has their own life and their own situations, their own desires. And we're constantly thinking of ways to help people get there. I think that's what it's really about.
And I really enjoy the family feel here at the Spiegel Center, and to have everyone get to know everyone else and work together. It's really something special and beautiful. Right? And to your point with regards to gender identity, or it could be sexuality, or it could be race, we're just here to help. Right? We're here to help regardless of background. What are you looking for? How do you want to be seen as your true self? How do we bring that inside out so the world can see? Right?
That's exactly right. And There's, as a parting comment, you mentioned some of the things you've liked working here. And one of the things that I've liked the most in my career is getting to know people I've worked with as patients, in addition to people who work here, but the patients as individuals. I've met so many fascinating people, amazing experiences and life stories.
And I have some exciting news.
Oh,
I know you know a little bit about this, but I'm given a high level of autonomy. So I am officially launching an outreach program. And I've already connected with a bunch of companies, corporations, organizations to find out what they need in terms of supporting their trans employees, the trans management team, the staff, in some cases, their patients as well. And it's very clear to me that there is so much opportunity to educate, because when it comes down to it, as a trans woman, I don't want to have to explain my existence to receive the support and understanding, to be heard and seen. I just want to be treated like a human being, because we're all human beings, right? And there is a level of education associated with that. And so this program is called the Trans Resource Group Program, TRG, and offering up basically across companies and organizations a group that can come together, and trans people can join, non-binary, allies, management. They can join this group and get educated on a wide array of topics that are specific to being trans, but also services such as gender affirming surgery, and really building that out from there. So from a rainbow washing standpoint, we don't have that here, not even close. In fact, we're going beyond that, and in my role, reaching out, creating bridges with other organizations and companies to make it easier for trans people everywhere. So they are understood, they are seen, they are heard, and they have the resources that they need to be seen as their true selves.
well, that's outstanding, and it fits with our mission of, you know, always exceeding expectations and delivering more than you would expect. And I often like to say to our team, as you know, that our main competition is ourselves. The bar to raise is the bar we set before, and we're not just sitting around waiting on that. So thank you for listening to Plastic Surgery Secrets. You had some secrets about our gender affirming care. And
If you like what you've heard and you want to learn more or get in contact with us, you can call us at 617-566-3223, or you can email us at info@drspiegel.com, or follow us on your favorite social media channel with @drspiegel. See you next time.